Why not you to be successful? Why not you to be rich? Why not you to have the body you dream about? Why not you to travel the world and experience cultures you've only read about? Why not you to build a business and create something from nothing? Why not you to be confident, to walk into a room and command respect without even speaking? Why not you to be respected, to be looked up to be someone people want to follow? Why not you to be unstoppable, to overcome every obstacle, to conquer every fear? Why not you? This simple question changed everything for someone I want to tell you about. Welcome. Thank you for clicking. Thank you for taking this moment out of your busy day. Thank you for being here. This is not just entertainment. This is not just another motivational video you'll watch, feel good about for 10 minutes, and then forget as you scroll to the next thing. This is a mirror. This is a question. This is a challenge that will either change your life completely or confirm what you already know deep down about yourself. And that question is simple, yet it's the most powerful question you can ever ask yourself. Why not you? Let me take you back to 2015. There was a man named Marcus. He was 28 years old, living in a small apartment in the suburbs, working a job he hated. Every morning he would wake up filled with dread. He would check his alarm clock and think about calling in sick. He would drag himself to a desk, sit in a cubicle, and spend 8 hours doing work that meant nothing to him. He was making decent money, sure, but his soul was dying. His potential was being wasted. His dreams were being shelved. Marcus had big dreams. He wanted to start a business. He wanted to be an entrepreneur. He wanted to create something that mattered. He wanted to help people. He wanted to build wealth and impact. But every morning he had the same thought. Who am I to do this? Everyone around me is comfortable. Everyone around me is safe. Everyone around me has accepted their life. Why should I be different? Why not just accept this is my life and be grateful for what I have? And then one day, Marcus was sitting in traffic. He had been stuck for 40 minutes. He was frustrated. He was tired. He was thinking about how much of his life he spent in traffic, in meetings, in cubicles, in places he didn't want to be. And then something happened. His phone rang. It was his brother calling from the hospital. His father had suffered a heart attack. It was serious. Marcus rushed to the hospital, and in that moment, sitting in the waiting room, he realized something that changed everything. Time was finite. His father had always said, "I'll do it when I retire. I'll travel when I'm older. I'll start my business when things calm down." But things never calm down. Life never pauses. And now his father was lying in a hospital bed, and all those dreams were on hold. And Marcus realized something terrifying. He was doing the exact same thing. He was waiting. He was comfortable. He was safe. But he was dying. Not physically, but spiritually. His dreams were dying. His potential was dying. And he could die tomorrow without ever becoming who he was meant to be. That night, Marcus made a decision. He asked himself the question that would change everything. Why not me? Why not me to build my dream? Why not me to start now? Why not me to take the risk? Why not me to fail? Why not me to succeed? And more importantly, why not me right now? Not next year. Not when the time is perfect. Now. Marcus spent the next 3 months planning. He researched, he learned, he took online courses, he talked to people who had already built businesses. He worked his regular job during the day and worked on his dream at night. He sacrificed sleep. He sacrificed comfort. He sacrificed the easy life. But every single day he asked himself one question: why not me? After 3 months, Marcus quit his job. He had some savings. He had a plan. And most importantly, he had made a decision. He was going to do this or fail trying. And you know what happened? He failed. Spectacularly. His first business idea didn't work. He ran out of money. He had to move back with his parents. He was humiliated. He was broke. He was terrified. His family questioned his decision. His friends said he was crazy. But Marcus didn't give up, because he had already answered the question. Why not me? If not me, then who? If not now, then when? And more importantly, he had already tasted what it felt like to try. And trying, even though it led to failure, felt better than playing it safe. So he tried again. He started a second business. It failed, too. But this time, he learned more. He understood what went wrong. He understood the market better. He understood himself better. By the third attempt, something shifted. Not everything became easy, but his confidence grew. By the fourth attempt, he started making money. By the fifth attempt, he had built something real. Today, Marcus runs a multi-million-dollar company. He employs dozens of people. He travels the world. He speaks at conferences. He mentors young entrepreneurs. And when people ask him what changed everything, he doesn't tell them about luck. He doesn't tell them about talent. He tells them about one moment when he asked himself, why not me? And decided that the answer was nothing. There was no reason why not him. But here's the thing about Marcus's story that matters to you right now. He wasn't special. He didn't have a special gene that made him an entrepreneur. He didn't come from a rich family. He didn't have connections. He didn't have an MBA from an Ivy League university. He had the same things you have. 24 hours in a day. 2 hands, 1 brain, 1 life. The only difference between Marcus and the person he was before was this: he decided, he committed, he acted. And now I'm asking you, why not you? Look around you. There are people making millions. There are people traveling every country on Earth. There are people building empires from absolutely nothing. There are people overcoming impossible odds. There are people with disabilities becoming athletes. There are people from poor backgrounds becoming CEOs. There are people who had every reason to fail, yet they succeeded anyway. There are people becoming the best versions of themselves every single day. These are not special people. They are not geniuses. They are not from rich families with connections. They are not lucky in some cosmic way. They are just ordinary people who asked themselves one simple question and answered it with action. Why not me? And then they moved. They pushed through fear. They failed and got back up. They sacrificed. They worked. They believed even when nobody else did. And now they're winning. But you? You see successful people and you think they're different. You think they have something you don't have. You think the world is rigged in their favor. You think luck played a magical role in their success. You think they were born with talent you don't possess. You think they had advantages you didn't have. And that's the lie that's keeping you stuck. That's the comfortable story you tell yourself to feel better about staying small, about not trying, about playing it safe. So let me ask you directly, what makes them different from you? What do they have that you don't? Really think about this. Close your eyes for a moment and think about the successful person you admire most. What makes them special? Is it their brain? But you have a brain too. Is it their work ethic? But you can work hard. Is it their determination? But you can be determined. Is it their courage? But you have courage inside you too. You just haven't used it yet. I'll tell you the truth because you deserve the truth. They have the same 24 hours you have. They have the same 2 hands. They have the same brain. They had to start somewhere. They faced rejection just like you will. They faced failure multiple times, not just once. They were scared just like you are right now. They wanted to quit just like you will want to. They faced doubt just like you do. But they did it anyway. And now you're wondering why not you. This is not about luck. This is not about talent. This is not about your background or your family or your education. This is about one simple thing. It's about decision. It's about choosing yourself when the world tells you to stay small. It's about believing in your potential when nobody else believes in you. It's about taking action when you're terrified. It's about staying committed when it gets impossibly hard. It's about asking yourself repeatedly, why not me? Why not now? Why not this? The people you admire didn't wake up one day as successful. Success didn't just happen to them. They woke up successful in their minds first. They decided that they were going to win. They committed to their vision. They worked when it was hard. They failed and learned from it. They tried again, and they never looked back. They didn't wait for permission from anyone. They didn't wait for the perfect moment because the perfect moment never comes. They didn't wait for all the circumstances to align perfectly because they never do. They just started. They began with what they had, where they were, and they figured it out as they went. And you can do the exact same thing.
But here's what I know about you. You're scared. And I'm not going to insult you by telling you that you're not scared, because you are. But here's what you're really scared of. You're not scared of failure. You're scared of success. You're scared of what success demands from you. You're scared of changing your life completely. You're scared of what people will say about you. You're scared of leaving your comfort zone and stepping into the unknown. You're scared of being seen, of being visible, of being judged. You're scared that you might actually make it, and if you make it, absolutely everything changes. Your relationships change because not everyone will celebrate your growth. Your lifestyle changes because you'll have new priorities. Your identity changes because you'll see yourself differently. And that's terrifying. That's real. That's why you haven't started yet. So instead of being terrified and doing it anyway, you choose comfort. You choose what's familiar. You choose the safe path that leads nowhere. You keep one foot in your dream and one foot in your comfort zone, and you wonder why you're not moving forward. But here's the truth. You can't move forward with one foot stuck in the past. You can't reach your destination if you're only halfway committed. You have to jump. You have to commit completely. You have to choose yourself even when it's hard. You have to choose yourself especially when it's hard. Let me tell you another story. This one is about a woman named Sarah. Sarah was 32 years old, and she had spent the last 10 years in the same job. She was a teacher, which was a noble profession, but her heart wasn't in it anymore. She had a passion for writing. She had wanted to write a book since she was a teenager. She had started writing it multiple times, but every time she got about 50 pages in, she would stop. Life would get busy. She would get tired. She would lose confidence. She would think, who am I to write a book? There are so many better writers out there. My book probably won't be good. People probably won't read it. Sarah had a daughter named Emma. Emma was 7 years old, and one day Emma came home from school crying. Her teacher had told the class to write about what they wanted to be when they grew up. Emma had written that she wanted to be a writer like her mommy. But then she said that her mommy said she couldn't be a writer because she wasn't good enough. That moment broke Sarah's heart. She realized that she wasn't just limiting herself. She was teaching her daughter to limit herself. She was showing her daughter through her actions that dreams weren't important. She was modeling fear instead of courage. That night, Sarah made a decision. She sat down and she asked herself, why not me? Why not me to write this book? Why not me to finish what I started? Why not me to show my daughter that dreams matter? And she didn't wait. She started writing that very night. She wrote for 30 minutes before bed. Then she did it again the next night. And the night after that. Some nights she was tired. Some nights she didn't feel inspired. Some nights she felt like what she was writing was terrible. But she wrote anyway. It took Sarah 2 years to finish her book while working full-time and raising her daughter. It was the hardest thing she had ever done. But she did it. She finished the book. She tried to get it published traditionally, and she got rejected. 23 times. But she didn't give up. She learned about self-publishing. She published her book herself. Her first book sold only a few hundred copies. But then something amazing happened. People started reading it. People started leaving reviews. People started telling her how much it meant to them. Her second book sold better. Her third book became a bestseller in her category. Today, Sarah is a published author. She still teaches, but now she teaches because she wants to, not because she has to. Her books have sold over 100,000 copies. She's been invited to speak at writing conferences. She's changed careers and is now a full-time author. But more importantly, her daughter watched her finish what she started. Her daughter watched her persist through rejection. Her daughter watched her become who she said she wanted to be. And now Emma is in high school and she's writing too. She's starting her own journey as a writer. Sarah didn't just change her life. She changed her daughter's life too. And the only difference between Sarah when she was stuck and Sarah when she became a successful author was this. She asked why not me, and then she actually did something about it. She didn't wait for inspiration. She created it through action. She didn't wait for the perfect time. She made the time. She didn't wait to feel ready. She did it while being terrified. So right now, I want you to think about someone who is where you want to be. Think about their success. Imagine what their daily life looks like. Think about the respect they receive. Think about the freedom they have. Think about how their life looks from the outside. Think about how their life probably feels on the inside. Think about the satisfaction of knowing they did it. Now ask yourself, why them and not me? What's the difference? Is it intelligence? Probably not. Is it luck? Is it opportunity? They probably created their own opportunities. Or is it decision? Is it that they decided and you haven't? Is it that they moved and you waited? Is it that they believed and you doubted? Is it that they committed and you held back? The answer is always the same. It's decision. It's action. It's commitment. It's the willingness to be uncomfortable. And you have access to all of these things right now. You can decide today. You can take action today. You can commit today. You can start being uncomfortable today. So why haven't you? Why are you still watching motivational videos instead of building your dream? Why are you still planning and planning and planning instead of executing? Why are you still thinking about it, dreaming about it, talking about it instead of actually doing it? I'll tell you why. Because it's easy to dream. It's comfortable. It costs nothing. It demands nothing. But it's hard to build. It's hard to turn dreams into reality. It's easy to imagine success. It's hard to earn it through sweat and tears and sacrifice. It's easy to watch others win from the sidelines. It's hard to get in the game and actually compete. It's easy to stay comfortable. It's hard to grow. It's easy to stay the same. It's hard to change. And you've chosen easy for so long that hard feels impossible. You've chosen comfort for so long that discomfort feels unbearable. But hard is not impossible. Hard is just hard. And every single successful person you admire has done hard things. They've just done them anyway. They've done hard things repeatedly until they became good at them. Think about this for a moment. Think about your life 10 years from now. You'll be somewhere. You'll have made choices. Those choices will have shaped your life. Those choices will have determined where you are, what you have, who you've become. You'll either be in a place where you pushed yourself, where you grew, where you became uncomfortable and discovered who you were meant to be. Or you'll be in a place where you stayed the same, where you played it safe, where you chose comfort, where you wondered what could have been. Which story do you want to live? Which version of yourself do you want to become? Which future do you want to have? Because right now, in this moment, you're standing at a crossroads. One path is comfortable. It's familiar. You know exactly where it goes. You know it's safe. Nobody will judge you for taking it because everyone takes it. But it doesn't lead anywhere exciting. It's the path of mediocrity. It's the path of staying small. It's the path of regret. The other path is unknown. It's scary. You don't know what's at the end. You don't know if you'll succeed or fail. You don't know what obstacles you'll face. But the people you admire took that path. And they're living the life you dream about. I want to tell you one more story because this one is about someone like you. This is about someone who was stuck, who was scared, who didn't think they could do it. His name was James. James was 35 years old, and he had been overweight his entire life. He had tried diets. He had tried gym memberships. He had started programs and quit after 3 weeks. He had all the excuses. He was too busy. He had a slow metabolism. He didn't have time to exercise. His family had always been overweight. It was just his genetics. One day, James was at his daughter's school for a field day event. There was a race, and he was supposed to participate. But he couldn't. He physically couldn't run 50 meters without being completely out of breath and humiliated. He sat on the sidelines and watched other dads run. He watched his daughter looking at him with disappointment. He told himself it didn't matter. He told himself that fitness wasn't important. He told himself that he was fine the way he was. But he wasn't fine. He was dying slowly. He was teaching his daughter that you can't do hard things. He was modeling surrender. That night, James looked at himself in the mirror. He asked himself, why not me? Why not me to be healthy? Why not me to be strong? Why not me to show my daughter what's possible? And he didn't go to a gym. He didn't buy an expensive program. He just started walking. 20 minutes every morning. That's all. He walked. It was boring. It was hard at first. His knees hurt. His back hurt. But he walked. After 2 weeks, he added another 10 minutes. After a month, he started adding some simple exercises. He didn't follow some complicated program. He just did what he could do. And he did it every single day. No excuses. No days off. Just consistency. After 3 months, people started noticing. After 6 months, he was down 30 pounds. After a year, he was down 60 pounds. He looked completely different. But more than that, he felt completely different. 2 years later, James ran a half marathon. He finished it. He beat his goal time. And at the finish line, his daughter was there, crying, hugging him. She said, "I knew you could do it, Dad." James realized something in that moment. He had done more than transform his body. He had transformed his identity. He had gone from being someone who said no to challenges to someone who said yes. He had gone from being comfortable with mediocrity to demanding excellence from himself. What changed for James? Was he suddenly gifted athletically? Was he suddenly born with good genes? Did he suddenly have more time? What changed was his decision. He asked why not me, and he decided that the answer was there was no good reason why not him. And then he took action. He didn't wait to be ready. He didn't wait to feel motivated. He didn't wait for the perfect program. He started walking and he never stopped. Here's what I know about all 3 of these people: Marcus, Sarah, and James. They had nothing special. They didn't have secret knowledge. They didn't have magical talent. They had the same resources you have. They had doubts. They had fears. They had people telling them it wasn't possible. But they asked why not me, and then they lived like they meant it. And now I'm asking you directly. Are you ready to ask why not me? Are you ready to mean it? Are you ready to answer that question with your life? Because here's what I know about you. You're capable of more than you realize. You have potential that you haven't unlocked. You have gifts that the world needs. You have abilities that would shock people. You have a story that will inspire people. You have value that you haven't expressed. You have a life that you haven't lived yet. But none of that matters if you don't act. None of that matters if you stay comfortable. None of that matters if you keep watching from the sidelines while other people build their dreams. The world doesn't need your potential. The world needs your execution. The world doesn't care about what you could do. The world cares about what you actually do. The world doesn't need your dreams sitting in your head. The world needs your results. The world doesn't need you to think about it. The world needs you to do it. And you can do it. But you have to decide. You have to commit. You have to move. And I'm not saying it will be easy. I'm not saying that every day will feel good. I'm not saying that you won't want to quit. I'm saying it will be worth it. I'm saying that the version of you that's been waiting to emerge is ready to be born. I'm saying that the person you're meant to become is waiting for you to start becoming them. I'm saying that your dreams are not too big. Your commitment has just been too small. Your effort has just been insufficient. Your belief has just been insufficient. But you can change that. Right now. Today. So right now, make a decision. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Not next month. Right now. In this very moment. Decide that you're going to chase it. Decide that you're going to build it. Decide that you're going to do the work. Decide that you're going to push through the fear. Decide that you're going to fail and try again. Decide that you're going to become the person who wins. Decide that it's going to be you. Because the truth is, there's nothing special about the people at the top. They're just people who decided and then acted on that decision. They're just people who got uncomfortable and stayed uncomfortable until they adapted. They're just people who kept going when it was hard. They're just people who pushed through rejection. They're just people who believed in themselves even when nobody else did. And you can be one of those people. But only if you decide. Only if you commit. Only if you take action. The next chapter of your life is waiting to be written. It's blank. It's open. It's full of possibility. The next version of yourself is waiting to be built. The person you're meant to become is just one decision away. The next level of your success is waiting for you to reach for it. But you have to move. You have to decide. You have to act. So ask yourself again, why not me? Why not now? Why not today? Why not this opportunity? Why not this moment? Why not this vision? And then answer that question with action. Answer it with dedication. Answer it with the willingness to become uncomfortable. Answer it with the commitment to never give up no matter how hard it gets. Because here's what I know. The people at the top didn't get there because they were special or lucky or gifted beyond measure. They got there because they acted like their dreams mattered. They got there because they worked like their goals were possible, because they were. They got there because they believed in themselves when it was hard to believe. They got there because they chose themselves when it was easier not to. They got there because they asked why not me, and then they lived like they meant it every single day. And you can do the same thing. But the clock is ticking. Every day that passes is a day you're not building your dream. Every day that passes is a day someone else is becoming who you want to be. Every day that passes is a day you could have started but didn't. Every day that passes is a day closer to the end of your life. So how many more days are you going to wait? How many more years are you going to wonder why not you? The answer has to be 0. The answer has to be never again. The answer has to be starting today. Right now. This moment. Because your life is not a dress rehearsal. This is not practice. This is it. This is your one shot. This is your one chance to become who you're meant to be. And every moment you waste is a moment you can never get back. Every day you delay is a day stolen from your future. So I'm asking you directly, are you ready? Are you ready to be one of them? Are you ready to ask why not me and then prove that you meant it with your actions? Are you ready to take action? Are you ready to work harder than you've ever worked? Are you ready to push through fear? Are you ready to fail and try again? Are you ready to sacrifice comfort for growth? Are you ready to become unstoppable? Because if the answer is yes, then this is your moment. This is your turning point. This is the moment that changes everything. This is the moment you look back on in 5 years and realize that this was the moment it all started. This is the moment you decided to stop watching and start building. This is the moment you asked why not you and then answered that question with your life. The journey is going to be hard. The climb is going to be steep. The obstacles will be real and they will test you. The doubts will come and they will try to pull you back. The fear will come and it will try to paralyze you. But on the other side of all that struggle is the life you've been dreaming about. On the other side is success. On the other side is freedom. On the other side is the respect and recognition that comes from knowing you did it. You actually did it. You became who you said you wanted to be. And I promise you this. When you reach that moment, when you're finally there, when you're finally living the life you dreamed about, you're going to look back and you're going to be so grateful that you decided to push. You're going to be so thankful that you didn't give up when it was hard. You're going to be proud of yourself in a way you can't even imagine right now. You're going to know that you earned it, that you built it, that it was worth every sacrifice. But that future only exists if you act. That future only exists if you commit. That future only exists if you decide that it's going to be you. Not someone else. Not someday. Today. So here's what I want you to do right now. Don't just watch this video and move on. Don't just feel motivated for a few minutes and then forget about it as you scroll to the next video. Actually do something. Actually take a step. Actually commit to something that matters to you. Write down your goal right now. Make a plan. Take action. Do something today that moves you closer to your dream. And then do it again tomorrow. And the day after that. And the day after that. Because that's how it works. That's how success is built. Not in moments of inspiration, but in moments of consistent action. Not in big dramatic gestures, but in daily commitment. Not in perfection, but in progress. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be committed. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to start. You don't have to be the smartest person in the room. You just have to be the most persistent. So ask yourself one more time. Why not you? Why not you to be successful? Why not you to reach the top? Why not you to build your dream? Why not you to overcome the odds? Why not you to become the best version of yourself? Why not you? And then answer that question. Not with words. Not with more thinking. But with action. With dedication. With the willingness to push through fear. With the commitment to keep going even when it's hard. With the belief that you can do it. Because you can. And it's time you proved it to yourself. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your life. And the only question that matters is why not you? The answer is simple. There is no reason why not you. The only thing holding you back is you. So stop holding yourself back. Start moving forward. Start building your dream. Start becoming who you're meant to be. Because the world needs you at your best. Your family needs you at your best. Your future self needs you at your best. And most importantly, you need you at your best. So get started. Get uncomfortable. Get moving. Get winning. Why not you? It's time to find out.